Hello! What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Euro 2021 related video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the best players that are missing the tournament this summer. Keep in mind that this list is based off of the countries that are actually in the Euro 2021 tournament. So obviously players like Holland are not going to be included because Norway isn't in the tournament. This list also could be changed. I'm not positive if every single country has finalized their list. They might make some more cuts here and there, but most of them have released their full squads. So yeah, keep that in mind. But also, if you have any disagreements with what I'm saying, let me know in the comments below. You guys have been doing a pretty good job at that, obviously. Before we get into this video though, let's take a look at our sponsor, OneFootball. OneFootball is an awesome app which covers pretty much every league in football, but it's going to serve you very well for Euro 2020. All of the upcoming matches, scores, and tables are well organized and very easy to navigate and access. All of the latest news is right there, so you don't have to Google search everything. And you can receive extra notifications for your favorite team, where you won't be missing anything and you'll be staying up to date with your team's latest news. You can even search in-depth stats for each player. Honestly, I highly recommend you get this as it is a very convenient app. It's going to do you wonders this summer. It's also completely free, so there's no reason why you shouldn't give it a go. Go download it now. I'll leave a link in the description below. But yeah, let's get back into today's topic. I didn't go really for any specific order. This is all just randomized, so keep that in mind. But let's first talk about how Wan-Bissaka has not made it into the England squad. It is definitely questionable that this guy didn't make it. However, England have selected 4 right backs for the squad. I feel like it's already a bit excessive. It's just a bit sad that Wan-Bissaka hasn't made the cut, as he has been terrific for Manchester United. I'm not even a United fan, and I'm saying this. In terms of quality, he's brilliant and deserves to be in the squad. But they just have too many options in the same position, so it's a bit tough. Maybe I'd switch him out with Trippier, but other than that, I don't know. I'm curious to see what England's setup is going to be because they don't even have many center backs now in their squads. So they're going to have to maybe put some fullbacks up in midfield or center back. I don't know. They do have Maguire in the squad, but he might not be fully fit for the entire tournament. So yeah, it's a bit of a questionable call that they took so many fullbacks, but it's also a bit sad that Wan-Bissaka didn't make the squad. Let's just stay on the topic with England. This is pretty much related to this subject. Also, Godfrey has missed the squad. He was added, and then they just took him off again. He's had a great season at Everton. In terms of quality, he might not be necessarily proven to be up there with the rest of the England squad. But I think this might be a mistake from England because, like I said, they don't have a lot of center backs. A lot of the England players are versatile, which is good. But with Maguire injured, they might not have some reliable center backs. I don't know if this was the best call from them, but I can't blame Southgate because they have so many quality players. It's definitely a tough decision on who to leave behind. And staying on the topic of England once more, another great player that has missed the cut was Jesse Lingard. Also got called up, and then Southgate pulled his offer back. So it's a bit of a shame as this guy had a terrific season for West Ham once he signed in the winter. Again, it makes sense as England have a lot of great options in the same position. Mason Mount and Phil Foden have been brilliant this season as well. But you can't help but feel bad for Jesse Lingard after his incredible season for West Ham. Definitely moved with some intention to get in the England squad. He achieved his goal, and then Southgate's just like, nope. It is what it is. I mean, England are leaving all of these great players behind for a reason. Southgate's got to leave some people behind, unfortunately. I know he doesn't want to. All right, I'm done talking about England. Let's move on to Germany, though. Marco Reus, a very big player, missing the squad. He missed so many international tournaments. I feel bad for the guy. He's ruling himself out of the squad as his body's just been overworked this season. And it's definitely an L, but at the same time, Germany have some great players in that position. The fact that Muller's back is a bit scary for the other teams in that group. Although it's not the worst thing in the world for Germany, he will definitely be missed. And no disrespect to Reus, they could definitely use him effectively, but I think they'll be okay without him. But regardless, he's still a class player, so I had to include him in this list. Now let's move on to one of the biggest L's. For Sweden, Zlatan Ibrahimovic will be missing the tournament. We all got hyped up that he came out of retirement, but now he's got an injury, so we're not going to be seeing him still. Very sad. He's been pretty informed this season. Sweden are still looking very solid. They got Isak and a lot of other solid players, but we all know it won't be the same without him. Regardless if you were Swedish or not, everyone was excited to have this guy back, so it's very sad for the entire football community. Up next, another one, somewhat recent news, Sergio Ramos not making the Spain squad after Laporta has changed his nationality to Spain since he wasn't selected for the French squad. Ramos is suffering a bit of injury, but he wasn't sure if he'd be fully fit for the squad, and due to this uncertainty, he's been cut off. No Real Madrid player that's from Spain made the Spanish squad. Also Nacho Fernandez, which is kind of weird. Very curious to see how Laporte does, but no question, we'll all miss Sergio Ramos. Whether you like him or not, you can't deny his class. And that really came out of nowhere. Almost everyone was banking that we would see this guy this summer. Up next, Virgil van Dijk. His injury is a huge loss for Netherlands. It's crazy how long he's been out now. Although Netherlands have De Ligt and De Vrij, Van Dijk's contribution wouldn't have been questioned. They could have very much used him to advance far in this tournament. De Ligt is a solid player, no question, but he's been a bit shaky in Serie A this season, so it'll be interesting to see how he does. But I can't help but feel bad for Netherlands because Virgil van Dijk is easily their best player in the squad. We'll see how well they can do without him. Now, this one's announced his international retirement for some time now, but I had to include him on this list. Ivan Rakitic has left the Croatian squad, and I love this guy. He has done so much for the national team, and I'm a bit disappointed he decided to retire so early. It's obviously his decision, but Croatia definitely could have used him. He's still very good in the midfield. He's had a great season for Sevilla, still proved his class throughout the year. I feel like he had at least one more international tournament in him. Again, it's his decision, and I respect him. We still have solid midfielders like Kovacic, Brozovic, but Ivan is class. I will truly miss him. I'm pretty sure he would have started most of the matches. It is what it is, though. Up next, we're going to go with some French players. Theo Hernandez being the first one. His brother Lucas has made the squad, but he has not, even though he had a terrific season with AC Milan. This just proves how stacked France are. They had to make some cuts. Unfortunately, he had to be one of them. They left out so many solid defenders. Mendy from Real Madrid, Bayern's new signing Upamecano, Liverpool's new signing Konate. I know I'm definitely missing more from this list. Even though midfielders, I know I'm missing a bunch. Aouar, Ndombele, Fekir, and their strikers Lacazette and Martial. And this squad that hasn't been selected for the Euros could actually compete to win the tournament for sure. It's crazy how much depth France has. Now for Italy, there are a few, but in particular, one that's talked about a bit more than others is Keane, not even being a consistent starter and still scoring loads of goals. I think he maybe should have made it, but Italy have gained a lot of more depth recently. A few years ago, they were a bit all over the place with some of their players, but now, looking a lot more solid, looking like they actually have the potential to win an international tournament either this summer or another year. We'll see how they can do. Hopefully Keane makes a return though in the future because this guy's a very exciting player. Alright, I'm going to end the video here, guys. I know I'm missing a bunch more. Whatever I missed, let me know in the comments below. This is the list I came up with though. If you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Don't forget I've got a fantasy league which you can sign up for a chance to win $75. I'll leave a link in the description below for that. But yeah, take care. La con noche.